This minute of Skate the Infinity starts with Kaoru in disbelief that Kajiro brought the kids to dinner.
And ends with the beginnings of angst. This is minute 11 of episode 6, Steamy Mystery Skating.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you sure?
I am sure.
You're correct here.
I am sure that Reki, descends this minute down, into a valley right at the end.
He's getting ready for his little angsty moment in front of the sunset.
He brings down the vibes.
Truly, It kind of does come out of nowhere, doesn't it?
It really does, especially because Lunga's so genuinely, admiring Reki's abilities and, skills. And then he's just like, I'm trash. Out of nowhere.
Oh, I think that's a common theme for these two.
Mm.
Welcome to those of you who haven't been here before to Infinite Minute. An Anime by Minute podcast.
An Anime by Minute podcast where we talk about Skate the Infinity minute by minute. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Caitlin.
Does one of us always bring down the mood? Is that a common theme with us
Probably.
too? It's me when I talk about calendars and research.
No, sometimes your research is entertaining.
Did you say isn't entertaining?
Is entertaining.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to your research on this episode, Jono. I know you've got some in store for later on.
Mm.
Oh, no!
If I can be bothered reading it, if I'm not reading Haikyuu.
Oh, yes. No, read Haikyuu. I'd rather you read Haikyuu.
Haikyuu, honestly, it's so good.
It's so good.
You should read it.
I know.
It's really good. It holds up. If anything, it's better than the anime.
Oh gosh, it's so
far.
good. I really do want to. I want to read it just so that I can catch up on the ending before we get completely disappointed by it.
What's 40 divided by 5?
8.
I'm an eighth of the way through.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've read 50 chapters, which is wild. I've read 50 chapters and I'm an eighth of the way through. It's a long manga.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but it's good. It's worth it. This minute of Skate the Infinity, nothing to do with Haikyuu. No sports or anything at all. They eat.
It's a little bit like a montage again.
Yeah, they drink, they make merry.
I loved this line that Kaoru has at the start of this minute where he says, and you brought the kids. The frenzy that sent Matcha Blossom shippers into at the time, the fact they were Matcha Blossom dads confirmed. They fully they were obsessed with it.
I was thinking about this the other day because you often have the on the ground report from the time that this came out or from the time when the dub. It's almost like you're a skate historian. Truly, you're an internet historian in this sense.
It does feel like that a little bit.
Yeah, because
sometimes.
There's context that you can never capture again because who's going to scroll through Twitter?
That's true.
To find tweets from last year of a certain time.
Yeah, that's very true actually. It is kind of fun to look back. This time when skate happened was such a weird time in my life as a human being as well. So I think it's just very much embedded in my brain as being part of that time of my life, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I think I remember a lot of what was going on. And I was very heavily into writing fanfic around this time, so it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It got you right back into it.
Oh, hell yeah, it did. And now I'm right back out of it.
Yeah. You need something to get you back into it.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe the attraction to the Chainsaw Man.
Maybe. Or I'm hoping when the OVA comes out or season 2 comes out, I'll get a bit of a burst of motivation, inspiration. Who knows?
Nice. We'll see.
Who knows?
It's one of those things. I get more inspired by reading about writing than actually reading good writing, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Or reading novels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reading about writing is ooh, I want to write.
Yes. I love that. I always,
anyway.
Whenever I see someone be really successful with writing, I'm always like, I could do that. I could be a
What you have
successful.
to do is write.
I could be a successful writer if I could spend X amount of my day writing. And I would not. I would not spend that time writing. That's the problem.
I think one of the things that's kind of inspiring me at the moment is that my writing doesn't necessarily need to be shared.
Yes.
There's people out there who just write for themselves.
Yeah.
That as a concept to me is kind of like bizarre because I've never had to. I've always had to write, if you know what I mean, to get something published or to get something marked or something like that. I've never written, I think, purely for my own joy.
Yeah. Fair.
Sometimes I do, but it's like it's often to be shared. It's with the context of wanting to share it.
I would 100% agree. And I think that's something, to get deep for a minute, I think that's something a lot of fan creators struggle with is when they share something they've written or drawn. I know it happens with fan artists as well, and it doesn't get the interaction that they were hoping it would get. And it's really, it's hard when you put a lot of work and a lot of hours into something that you think everyone's going to love, and then you get like 10 kudos on it. It sucks.
Yeah, like imagine doing a podcast for like a year and a half and then the thing that sends you is Sonic fan art. So yeah, I think going forward, I'm going to take this idea of not necessarily writing for like or creating to share, but like just doing it for myself. I guess like journaling. I've done journaling before, and like my dreams. I like share my dreams. My Twitter is my dream journal, and it's like people don't want to read this shit, but it's just fun for me.
Yeah,
to wake up and just spew thought.
Yeah.
But I think I need to write more for myself.
Yeah.
Skate the infinity! I definitely peaked there. You brought the kids. Much Blossom dads.
Kids. But then I did love how Jonah followed up with Big Bro's picking up the tab or something like that. It was great. I did enjoy it.
It's more brotherly. Yeah.
I really
But the way he's grabbing him, so funny.
Oh, it's great.
He's still in his bad Hawaiian shirt too.
Oh, it's so ugly.
And then Joe spikes the camera.
Yeah.
Joe acknowledges the camera.
Directly. Just the cheeky little grin over the shoulder.
Fourth wall break.
Oh, it's great.
Joe is aware of the audience.
But we get cute baby faces from the three again.
They are so cute.
Oh, look at them. And
Even
Renchi.
Oh, Renchi. And Tulip. Tulip's doing a face.
Oh, Tulip.
When they do the Itadekimasu.
Why does Hiromi look like he's like 12 years old? Tell me.
It's cute.
It is cute.
It's always interesting what Itadekimasu will get translated to.
Itadakimasu. What did they say in this?
Let's eat.
Let's eat. Yeah.
It's a classic. Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. I've heard that one before.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Yeah, it's just always one of those funny ones where it's like, if you watch anime, I think you know what Itadekimasu means, but they always... It'd be weird for the dub to say it, but I've heard that before, definitely.
Oh, really? Them saying it in the dub?
I reckon I have. Unless I've like Mandela affected myself.
You just remember reading it and you're like, yeah, they said it.
Or because I just say it ironically.
Yeah, maybe.
IRL.
Maybe. So, okay. So, I think we talked about this on last episode. Joe went to the hotel and was like, set him up with 6 plates, bro.
Mm.
And then they just were like, of course, Mr. Kajiro, because you are like staying here as well. Like what? Like this is the part that is so crazy to me.
Yeah, what are the logistics?
You know I love logistics, Jono.
I know I love logistics, baby. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you one?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, why did they say yes?
Yeah, truly.
Why? Bizarre. Lungadoo the Catholic.
Yes,
again?
This is the part that I was like, do you remember this part? Because we get the sort of the mirroring of the toilet in the last minute.
We get the punchline.
Yes.
Yeah, a punchline separated by a week. So funny. Yeah, he do the sign of the
What do we call it last time?
Christ.
Sign of the cross.
Sign of the Jesu.
Jesus. Jesus.
This one has a sliding door.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is a nice toilet, I gotta say.
For this gag, you think they would make the toilet look better? It kind of just looks like a weird white blob. It's very
I
odd.
think it's just meant to look clean.
Yeah, like a nice toilet.
Yes.
Maybe with the bidet.
Maybe.
B tier. It's pretty nice. Interior decoration.
Oh, corrections, Ali. You actually can
Ooh.
have a bidet in Australia. I looked this
Oh,
up.
damn.
We looked this up after the episode because
love
Valentina was very upset about
She's like, I need a bidet. All right, so what are the rules and regs on
So
bidets?
it has to be installed by like a certified plumber. You can't do it
Right.
yourself.
Maybe that's what...
Yeah, and it has to be a specific like certified bidet. Like you can't just like go and fashion one for yourself. And I think it's got something to do with like
hose.
water safety. I don't know, but yeah, there's all these like regulations around it, which is crazy. I just would have been
Bizarre.
like, yeah, sure, just go get one,
Buy one and do it
install
yourself.
one.
Yeah, get your dad to do it.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah. But now you know.
Now I know, and I wouldn't.
So has
know.
that increased the excitement for Valentina to come over to Australia?
Yeah,
not only
she's
to
like,
see you.
No, she's like, the first person I'm going to call when I get to Australia is an Italian plumber. And I was like, go for it, babe. Go for
There's
it.
a lot of them, I assume.
Guessing they're all called Mario.
Mushroom Kingdom!
Here we go.
Mushroom Kingdom! Good God.
Oh, it's so bad.
That's funny.
It's so bad. Oh,
What was it? What did we call it? Toilet
toilet
chat?
talk. Talking toilets.
Toilet talk. Talking toilets. I can't remember what we called it.
One of those.
Welcome back to Talking Toilets. Today we're discussing the interior design of the toilet in the hotel that Cherry is staying
It's gorgeous.
Got a nice slate tile.
Oh my God. Sorry, just to go back. Lunga's arms look so good.
We interrupt this toilet talk for
Yeah.
tricep talk.
Tricep talk. I like there's a little plant in there. There's some stones. The toilet
it's
roll
the shoulder.
has the little fold in the toilet
Yes.
paper. Got to have that in
That's
a
how
hotel.
you know.
You got
You got to have that. We've got this nice wood plank that reminds me of like a restaurant
Yes.
that
the basin.
that the sink is sitting in. The basin. Basin is the right word. Thank you.
So nice. A nice grey tile.
Mm.
Beautiful.
It is. It's a beautiful toilet.
And Lunga thinks so too.
Lunga, love toilet.
I would call that a face of relief.
Not
Maybe.
love.
Not
Not desire.
well.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also he's got the same rosy
Rosy
cheeks
cheeks.
as the boys did when they saw the food.
That's true. That's this, which is funny because like Lunga is the food guy.
Yeah,
so you
he
would
is.
Think that they would.
And he's seeing the opposite of food
Yeah.
right now. Or he's about to.
Yeah. Does like he need to shit so badly? Like, is that the joke? Like, what is
Oh,
the
no.
joke here?
Yeah, he just and he didn't go before, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And it's the return of the crayon background too.
Yeah.
First time in a long time we were talking about this.
Yes. I love.
But it's a
I've
very
missed it.
odd crayon
It's
background.
like bubbles or something.
Very abstract. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
That's toilet talk.
That's toilet talk, and the end, kind of the end of the Oh, I guess there's kind of more montage before the angst.
Yeah,
If you could
we
call
get
it montage.
really drunk Shadow.
Yes.
Definitely a time skip.
Yes,
Or
because
a
he's been
time
drinking for a little
shit.
while.
Can't say that.
Enough
Toilet
time
humor.
for Lunga to go and
everyone
get his
likes
skateboard from the other
Yes.
hotel. So yeah, maybe a little bit. Although it is just across the road, so
We do get a shot of the sake bottles and glasses. but I didn't really pay attention to it. It was a very quick shot.
Oh. What, is that before Shadow?
It's after Shadow.
Oh.
I can't even understand Shadow in the English.
No. Well,
Oh,
okay,
that's the
so
point.
one thing I did think that he said in the dub, but I wasn't 100% sure, was that he said Mr. Manager?
Yeah, he definitely
He
said
said
Mr.
Mr. Manager?
Yeah.
Wow, because I thought that he was like confessing to his florist manager. But
Yeah,
then
that's what I thought
says
too.
Mr. Manager in the dub.
Yeah. Very odd.
Very strange, but also
It's one of the first times.
bisexual Shadow confirmed.
Very bi, yeah. Very queer.
Yeah.
In both senses of the word.
Look, I'm
I
all
mean, the
for
word
it.
has so many different meanings.
Is this
nowadays.
like when you say biannually, and does it mean twice a year or
Twice
every
a
2
year
years?
or every 2 years? Yeah.
Hate that.
Yeah, right?
Hate it.
Bloody English.
Does my head in.
But yes, I agree with you. I thought he was talking about the manager.
Mm.
But him latching onto Joe is kind of funny because like it's just a pairing we haven't really seen yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've never really seen those two interact in this way.
No. And I kind of love it.
Yeah.
I kind of
It's
love
good.
it.
Also, Joe, like the way it's animated is great.
Yes,
Muppet moment.
Muppet moment. It's so good. And like Shadow's tushy is real sticking up just in the background. I love it.
Real sticking up.
Real sticking
Oh my God,
up.
it is.
I can't work out if Kaoru is hiding his face because he's laughing, like behind his fan. Is this like karma for him? Like he's like
Bringing them
yes.
for the meal.
Yeah.
And Mia has a stress sweat
Strip.
bubble.
A stress strip.
So then after Shadow and Joe do the
Muppets.
rubby Muppet moment, we do see the sake bottle and it's 2 cups.
Ah, yes. Gotcha.
Yeah. Which is kind of like a nice little shot interspersed in between there.
Yeah. Kind of
Not really one I
explains
paid
the
attention to.
behavior.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't often see, at least not in like an anime that's kind of focused more towards, I would say, the main demographic of Skate is like, I don't know, teens to 20.
Mm-hmm.
So not us.
Yes.
Go home. Boom. Stop watching our show. Stop engaging with me. It's not often that you see people like actively drinking alcohol in an anime without that little like self-aware warning down the bottom.
Yeah, right.
Or like they're drinking something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like the badminton one, but they were adults in that.
And they were also working at a drink company.
Yes, that's true. But I feel like they often got drunk.
Yeah,
in
he
that.
had all those first experiences
Yes.
getting drunk. That was good, wasn't it? I think that's why I prefer a college-aged or an above college-aged
Run with the
sports
Wind,
anime.
they get drunk.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
so good.
so
right?
good.
Yeah, I think that's just like in terms of anime. Like I'm enjoying Haikyuu for its high school like shonen, journey. But yeah, above college age. I remember Steins Gate was like the first really like college aged anime I ever watched, and I was just like, oh, there can also be like stories like this.
Yeah. Yeah, because you always, I get what you mean. I was shocked when Run with the Wind was like college vibes. So I was like, oh, a college sports anime.
Fun though. There's one that's really popular where all they do is drink and party, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. I watched it on overnights. I can't remember the name of it. In a way, it's snorkeling, but it's not really about the snorkeling.
What?
I think it's about snorkeling. Fuck, what's it called? I gotta look it up now.
Wow.
It's funny. It's really good. It's like one of the most popular manga on my anime list.
Wow.
Yeah.
How have I not ever heard of this?
But yeah, it's not really about snorkeling. How am I going to find it, Katie?
Go Google snorkeling anime.
Snorkeling anime. Grand Blue. It worked. Snorkeling anime. Grand Blue. Yeah, I watched it on overnights, like in one sitting, over a couple of nights. But it's one of those ones where, because of the situation in which I watched it, I barely remember anything about it.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Good. Is Japan drinking age like here, or is it like in America?
I think it's 21.
Shit.
I think they touch on that in the badminton. Baddies.
They may actually. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. Badminton baddies. Skate, I guess.
What's Mia drinking? Orange juice?
Bit of OJ.
Looks like
OJ. How does
OJ.
that fit the macros?
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's his protein, drink.
Bit too much carbohydrate.
In some water.
I mean, he's rubber-dubbing and thanking for the grubbing, so he mustn't be complaining about
That's true.
his protein, etc.
Reki reaching to sneak some sake and Cherry smacking him with the fan again. Cherry is really into just,
inflicting
a bit
pain.
of just a little bit.
A gentle flick.
Just a little bit. A little bit
also,
of
Carla's a narc. Don't take Carla anywhere.
Underage drinking is strictly prohibited.
That was funny.
Bitch, I did not ask.
I do what I want. Also, how did she know? How did she see that?
Yeah, exactly.
She sees all. There was a funny chill out where Reki says he made an AI skateboard, but it's just him doing a voice through the skateboard with Lunga.
Oh no, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Oh, that's really sweet. That's adorable.
I thought it was water.
I actually think that, and I've seen people say this before, that Reki and Cherry, if they had more time to spend together, would actually really admire stuff in each other. Particularly Reki's inventiveness. I think Kaoru would see that and be like, wow, that's he's a smart kid actually. And I think Reki would actually look up to Kaoru a lot and be like, whoa, he's so smart. Look at the cool shit he can do. I want to be like that one day and make stuff like that. I think they have a lot in common actually.
They just never really get a chance to.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really nice. They've both got that more, Joe and Lunga both kind of rely on their physicality, I think. But Kaoru and Reki both rely on their brains a bit more and their tools, if that makes sense, I think.
It definitely does, yeah. Yeah. Cherry and Reki are weapons masters.
Yeah. Yes,
And Joe
D&D
and
terms
Lunga
are good. Yes.
Benders.
Yeah.
We've done Avatar already.
Yes.
But yeah, they are masters of their tools.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that. I wish they had more time to interact.
Well, hopefully they will in the next season.
Because I've never really thought about, Carla was created and made by Kaoru. He made his own skateboard in the same way that Reki did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. And just the fact that you said that about about the chill out and Reki trying to make an AI skateboard. I just think that's
really cute.
Him trying to even though he didn't do it properly, I still think that's kind of cute.
I watched a whole half-hour video the other day, just this guy explaining the skateboard that he made for himself.
Aww.
He's a pro skateboarder, but he was just talking about all the iterations and stuff and why it's the shape it is and really digging down deep into the things of it.
That's lovely. I love when people create
it was a really good
stuff.
video. Yeah, it was really cool. And because he's a pro skateboarder, he now gets to just sell that skateboard to other people.
That's sick. That's so
pretty cool. Now we're talking about this skateboard. What's with the little bit where Carla's in the chair of honor, head of the table, Carla?
Yeah, she's important. She's an important guest.
Deserving all. That's the end of that little bit, isn't it? We'll get into this
What
new
did Matt
bit.
say? He was like, I was just joking or something like that.
I thought it was water.
I thought it was water. Oh, bless. Matt was great in this minute, I thought. Yeah. Especially in this next angsty part. I thought Matt was great.
I'm nothing compared to you. Yeah. It was really like...
That was dead on, Jono.
It's because it's got that like effect on it too. It's just like, it was good.
So good.
What's wrong with Lunga's shaft? You can't really tell from the...
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pretty zoomed in. We get close up, but like maybe it's just that I don't know what a shaft is.
Yeah, that's a great question because I don't know either. The axis is the.
Oh yeah.
Who's the dude?
Who's the dude that make a skateboard? Because I thought he was talking about the axle.
Yeah, that's the part that goes across the middle, right?
I'm just realizing that is a reference that not much of our audience will understand.
The shaft reference?
Shaft.
Oh, no. Is the shaft the bit, like the screw part?
It is the axle. It can also be known as a hanger shaft.
Oh, right.
Shaft or shaft? Shaft.
Oh, I think that's an Australian
Shaft.
Difference,
yeah,
isn't
not
it?
an Australian, not dance and dance.
Shaft. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever say shaft. Shaft. Nah.
Shaft.
Nah.
Hold the shaft.
Shaft.
Okay,
that's this episode. Shaft.
Oh yeah. Scratched up already. He's done some pretty good damage to the board. It's good to see.
But this is when he says, "Yeah, I thought it was a bit off. I noticed it." Is he talking about like earlier in the day? Is he talking about the last race? Like, when did he notice there was an issue with the board? Do you think?
Bit of a noodle incident, I think. Bit of a something that happened off screen type deal.
Gotcha.
I think it's just to make Reki sound like he knows what he's talking about. But he does. He's like...
He does, and I hate that he downplays it. It's really sad because it would be great to see him really embrace it and be like, yeah, I am really good at this. I do know a lot about it because I read about it a lot. Like, it'd be so good for him to embrace it, but it takes him a little while to do that, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point
That is the plot of the show.
The second arc, learning to accept your limits.
Yeah. And we'll get to it later on, but I think I'm really glad they didn't go down the path I thought they were going to go down with Reki. And we'll get there.
With Mechanic Reki.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish they did.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad they didn't. I think it was nice to see them like subvert that trope of the person that isn't good at doing the thing just becomes the like helper. I think it was good to see them kind of go a different direction and have him go, no, I'm going to do it still. We can talk about it more when we get to that episode.
Yeah.
It's an interesting trope.
Shit starts hitting the fan. Yeah. It is an interesting trope, isn't it?
Yeah. They do it in Free as well. One of the guys is like, I know I'm never going to be an Olympic swimmer, so I'll just teach these kids instead. And it's kind of like, that's great for you, but it's kind of like, I wish you'd just tried a little bit harder. Kind of like, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
It's also a bit Suga as well.
Yeah. Oh,
with his setting. Yeah, he just like falls into the support thing where he's teaching them the signals and supports the team in that way. But then he does get great moments.
That's what I was going to say. It makes those moments so sweet when he gets to go on and show them how good he is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, Haikyuu. Sorry, we're not. This is not a Haikyuu podcast. I promise.
I'm going to read more later. This is not a Haikyuu podcast. We should just rewatch Haikyuu. It's act like we're still watching Skate.
Oh my god.
It's too long. It's way too long.
Oh my gosh, it's so long. We could watch one episode at a time and talk about one episode at a time.
Yeah. We'd also have to start playing volleyball.
Yes, we
I
would.
think, to get the full effect.
I mean, it's angsty, and I think you're right. Like, Lunga is so genuinely thinks he's amazing.
Yeah, there's so much like appreciation for what Ricky does here. This guy has made this skateboard for him.
And can notice just by watching him skate that there's something wrong with the skateboard. Like,
yeah. And I think even if Lunga did know how to do this kind of maintenance and stuff like that, if he had been skating for a bit longer, I think he'd still go to Reki because he knows that the skill is there to even just notice it offhandedly.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice moment when Lunga is genuinely just like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic moment.
So good.
I finally listened to the drama with subtitles.
I need to listen to it still. I'm so behind. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's just them doing like a little quiz.
Oh.
And it's really hot.
Hot? Like hot or like hot? Like hot temperature or hot like steamy?
Hot temperature.
Oh, okay.
Hot temperature. Atsui.
Atsui.
Lots of that.
Amazing.
But yeah, it was really funny, and it's really funny how they like utilize the music is so ingrained in me now because we've just watched it that many. Whenever we hear a music thing, we always hear it twice.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yes.
But it had the dong 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 music from this episode in it.
Yeah.
And it really did evoke summer.
That's what we haven't talked about in this minute was the like funky music at the start of it.
Yeah.
That we were singing for like 5 minutes before we started recording.
Just having a little sing along. It's a good track.
Oh, funky. What was your
Funky
favourite
fresh.
moment, Jono?
I'm nothing compared to you. Either that or the nice toilet.
Amazing.
The punchline for that joke was good.
Cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
But other than that, pretty chill minute.
Yeah, it was nice.
How about you?
I think I loved you brought the kids and the tabs on big bros picking up the tab. Like I thought that was
Big bro.
Big bro. That's like another tongue twister we should add to the list. Big bros picking up the tab.
Big bro's bigging up the bitter.
Bitter. Have you seen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We don't need to talk about it.
Don't need to talk about it. Legitimate scream of terror. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Why is Family Guy making a resurgence?
I don't know. I do not
really
know.
Weird. Twitter's weird. Speaking of, we're at _minute on there.
Or you can email us if you're into that at infiniteminutepodcast@gmail.com.
Just don't email us the Family Guy bit that we're talking about. I've seen it.
I've seen it. No one needs to see it.
It's not on.
Just watch it for Lois's scream. It's just...
Well, I saw the scream first, like maybe a few days ago, and then I saw the context, and I was just like, didn't need to know.
Didn't need to know that was...
It's not on.
Nope.
Not on. All right.
Bye.
Bye.